Hey everyone, my name's Tori and today's video is going to be my May, June, beginning of summer current makeup basket. I don't really know what I'm going to call it yet because it's kind of like a transitional time of the year, I feel. But basically all of the products that I'll be focusing on over the next maybe month and a half. Yeah, kind of as we're like transitioning from spring and going into summer. So these are the products that I will be using the most. For primer, this month and next month, I'm going to be focusing on my NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is actually still relatively new to me, and I purchased this because, well, first of all, it was on sale at Ulta, so I got this for like half the price. I think I may have gotten it for $6 or $7. Normally, it's just under $15, so it's a little expensive, I think, for a drugstore primer, especially for it being so small. But I do really like it so far. It's what I have on my face today underneath my foundation. I can't really tell if it's like helping keep me matte or if it's, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. So that's why I wanted to give it a fair shot and use it a little bit more often, because I usually use the Too Faced Primed and Peachy mattifying primer. So I wanted to get something else. I wanted to try something new, and I think this also does a better job of filling my pores than the Too Faced primer. So we'll see how I feel about it. But so far I do like it. The foundation that I'll be using is the foundation I have on today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation, and this is nice. What is it? I'm pretty sure this is the shade Pearl. It's either, yeah, 400 Pearl. So I don't think this might be the lightest shade, or it's the second to lightest shade. It comes in a glass bottle, and it has a pump, which is really nice. I really enjoy this foundation. I love that it has SPF in it. It's actually an SPF of 25. I'm still kind of making up my mind if it's a new favorite. I do really like it. So I think that it's definitely up there. I am trying to try it with different types of primers, moisturizers, and things like that to get kind of the oil control that I need, while also the hydration factor that I need as well. So I wanted to give this one, I wanted to use this one more to kind of get a better opinion on it, if that makes sense. So for the next month or two, I will be using these two a lot consistently to see if it's maybe a new favorite combination. The concealer I'm using is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Mine is in the shade Swan. This is the same color that I wear in all their foundations as well. It has the big doe foot applicator, very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. This gives you a ton of product. It's a frosted glass bottle. Looks almost identical to their foundation. I really enjoy this concealer. I'm still trying to figure out, I'm almost done with it, kind of. I mean, you can't really tell, but you can kind of see on the side there, like I've used a lot of it. I'm down to about here. I just can't really tell if I like this one more or the same or not as much as my Tarte Shape Tape. So still trying to figure that out. I also think it matters like what powder you use, foundation, like all that kind of stuff makes a difference as well. So I'm just always on the hunt for like my perfect combination, you know. So I'll be using this concealer, so I really want to try to use it up so I can move on to other things. To set my concealer on the under eye, it's the same thing I always use. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I love this setting powder. This is really great for oily skin. I will use this for underneath my eyes. I will also set my T-zone sometimes as well, and then like my smile lines. This really helps with creasing, or to prevent creasing. I also have this Laura Mercier. It's a pressed matte translucent powder, and I'm mostly still using this just because I want to use it up, and I'm almost done with it. I really just like kind of dig into the corners of it, and I set some of my like fine lines with it. It does really well to keep those like filled in and set, but it's really, I have this is just kind of an extra unnecessary step at this point. I used to use this just to set my face instead of the loose powder, because for a long time I really wasn't into loose powders, but I like them now, so I don't know, I go back and forth. For an all-over setting powder, I'm still going strong on this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. This is in the lightest shade, which actually is not that light. I wish they had something a little bit lighter, because this is a little, just slightly too dark for me, but you know, with all the other powders and things and kind of taking things down my neck, it works, but I wish they had this in like one shade lighter. I did buy the Maybelline Superstay powder. I do feel like that shade matches me better. So I want to use this one up and then start using that other powder to kind of see which one I like better. I think I'll go through this pretty quickly. I mean, I've already hit pan on it, so I should be able to use this up fairly quickly. Once it gets like very side panny, I'll just throw it in my purse and use it up that way. For blush, this is actually a new blush, and I'm really excited about it. This is by the brand Buxom. This is their Wanderlust blush, and mine is in the shade Seychelles. I think they market it as a primer-infused Yeah, Primer-Infused Blush. So it smells like coconut. It smells like the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's a very beautiful blush for the spring and summertime. Kind of see it's got that really, really nice sheen to it. When I was looking online, I had a really hard time being able to tell what color this was because it says it's bronze, but in the pan it has a little more pink, and then on the cheeks it looks more like a peachy pink bronze. I don't know. It's not like it's not straight up bronze, and that's what I thought it was going to be. And then I saw it in store, and I was like, oh, there's a little more color to it. So in case you were wondering about the color, this is definitely the most neutral, most wearable. I also got the shade Dolly, which is more mauve. Both of them are beautiful. If you have issues with like your blush fading throughout the day, this is what you need to get because this is extremely pigmented and it will stay on your cheeks all day. And I have no issues with my blush fading by the end of the day with this product. So this is a really great long wear blush if that's something that you're looking for. That blush has a subtle sheen, so I wanted to do a subtle highlight with it as well because I felt like a normal highlight would be just too much for me personally. So I'll be using my Hourglass, what's this called? Ambient Lighting Palette. So this is that palette. I don't even know if it's out anymore. Anybody know if it's still available? It's got the mirror on the inside, and it comes with 3 of the ambient lighting powders. And these are in the shades Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. And I really just mix them all together and just go in that way. Or I mix these 2 lighter ones together and go it on the tops of my cheeks. They don't pull that differently on me, but I do tend to stay on this end when I don't have self-tan. If I have self-tan on, I'll go for this one. But they're very, very subtle. They're right, yeah, you can't really see it. I'm wearing this blush, the Buxom blush, and I have this highlight on top, those 2 shades, and I feel like it's given like a very pretty, it looks really intense. In person, it's not this intense, but it's just like a very subtle glow, which is what I love, especially in the summer because my skin will just like go oily crazy, and I don't need all the extra highlight. If I'm going for like a long wear look, I don't want to put on too much highlight because by the end of the day, my face is like, it looks like I dumped my face in liquid highlighter. So you gotta be careful with that one. Next thing here, I'm using the same brow products. This is the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia Beverly Hills and my e.l.f. brow pencil. So these haven't changed. I'm almost done with this e.l.f. brow pencil, and I have another one that I'm going to use when I'm done with that one. So I'm using the MAC eye pencil, or what's this called? The Eye Khol in the shade Teddy. I've had this forever. Honestly, it's probably expired. Let's be real, it's probably expired. This is a really pretty brown, like very deep brown color. It's got a little bit of a shimmer going on in it, but when you have it on your waterline, you can't really see that. I love brown liners. I think they're just so flattering for every day. You know, I'll go back and forth with like a brown or like a red brown and a black. Those are really what kind of where my comfort zone is with eyeliner. So this is what I wear on my waterline pretty much every day. For my my eyeliner, I'm still using my Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. I don't know about that whole thing about it making your lashes grow. My lashes look the same, but I do have naturally long lashes, so I don't feel like I'm a great kind of like point of reference for that. But it's got the brush tip. This is my favorite eyeliner. I try to use the NYX one, the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. It's just, I don't know. I come back to this one. We'll see. The next one I'm using is the NYX. I'm going to try it again and kind of see how it goes. The mascaras I'm using, it's my 2 ride or dies that I always use. I don't know if this will ever change. I tried the Essence Lash Princess and one of the other ones. I layered them. I liked them, but it ended up crumbling and they fell down on my face throughout the day. And I don't have any issues with these. So I tried to finish those up till they were kind of dry, and then I just went back to these, my Old Faithful. So I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the, I think it's in the shade maybe Berry Black. It's the blackest one. I use this one first, and then I go over that with the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And this one has like the plastic fan comb, like the plastic comb. Plastic? Rubber. I don't know. Rubber comb? You know. And then this one has the brush. This one reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I go in with this volumizing one first and then the Maybelline one second. And here's my eyes up close. I just really love like the lift that it gives. And I don't know. I just feel like this mascara makes my lashes look the best. Just, it does the best. So I'll probably continue to use that until I find a better one. Speaking of eyes, I will be using my Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow palette. I remember when this came out, It was crazy, right? Anybody remember like the frenzy that this created? I wanted it so bad and I was so excited when I got it. This one's falling apart. It's really old too. There's a good chance it might be expired, but we're just going for it. It's got these gorgeous pinky mauve rose gold shades. I just love this whole color scheme. I love the way that it pulls out the blue in my eyes. I just feel like it's very flattering for my eye color and my skin tone. And every time I wear it, I'm always like, oh, why don't I use this like all the time? I'm always reminded like how much I love it. So usually my main look that I do with it, I will go in with Limit in the crease like all over. Then I'll go in with Nooner to kind of darken things up in the like deeper in the crease. And then I'll usually go in with either Dark Side or Factory, or I'll mix the two together. And then I'll darken that up in the outer corner. And if I want to be like really crazy, then I'll use Black Heart in the outer corner or as a liner as well. Then I'll take all those on the lower lash line. And then I'll go with Strange and I'll use that as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. They also have really beautiful lid shades in here. I love using Dust right here. Looks like Pixie Dust to me. Or I think this one is called Trick. Yeah, Trick or Buzz. I think those might be the only shimmer, like really foiled shimmers in this palette, but those are the three that I'll use as lid shades, but I can mix and match with other things like metallic shades in my collection as well. I just feel like this palette is very versatile for me and what I like to wear. I always love the look that I end up with when I use this, so I'll be using this one as well. Maybe I can hit Pan in Nooner. I think that I can. We'll see. Last thing here is my lip gloss that I'll be using. This is by Marc Jacobs. And this is in the shade Flamingo. This is in the shade Pink Flamingo. I love Marc Jacobs lip gloss. The formula is so nice. It's a little more on the thin side, so they're very comfortable, but you can definitely layer it up. This one is just like a true, I don't even want to call it a baby pink because that kind of makes it seem like really blue toned. It's like a wearable baby pink. It's sheer enough to where you don't feel like the opacity is like you might have to have a lip liner situation. It's very easy to wear. The color is just beautiful and flattering and just simple. I love this color like so much. If I were to set it up straight by itself, it's like somewhere down here in how much I've used up of it. So I would like to actually use this up just to use it, be done with it, but at the same time, I think I'd be really sad to not have it anymore because I really do enjoy this. But then again, my NYX Butter Glosses, I love like just as much. I feel like they're very similar. I do think these are a little bit more long wearing, but not by much. So I don't know. I think they're both very comparable though. But this is the lip gloss I will be focusing on for the next month and a half or so. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.